This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner, and beside me is my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're in the state of California, set to kick off the round here at the challenging PGA West course. Par 72 setting up as a demanding challenge to any golfer stepping on this course, especially, Frank, when it comes down to the 17th hole. They call it Alcatraz.
Well, as we know, hardly anybody gets out of Alcatraz. I want to throw a little nugget in. In 2000, Joe Daly looked like he was going to get his tour card, hit a putt from 3 foot, hit the liner, bounce back out. A lot of things can happen on 17.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first.
Safely on deck.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole. Locked in on the read and the speed. He'd settle for par here. Trying to stay steady, make a par. And so just getting started, even par so far. Just a couple of feet. Good putt, and now 1 under par. Teed up here at the second hole, Frank. This is a short par 4, measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really 2 bunkers that you've got to, or 2 complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay up to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a 2-shot hole, and play it that way.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep.
It's that sneaky distance.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Now at -2 for the day.
Even par, currently.
Still even par for the day. Frank, players had hybrids. Some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third.
It certainly is. The third hole you play here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right. What a great shot. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Frank, this looks to be the kind of approach shot here at number 3 that a high-level professional would like to hit.
We don't see as many guys cut the ball as what we used to in the sort of Lee Trevino days. So really the modern-day player likes to hit the ball right to left, and this is a second shot that certainly suits that.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Getting set now over the putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Frank, this is our first par 3 of the day, the fourth, about 192 yards.
And it's called sandpit, so if you're not on the green, chances are you're getting that lob wedge or sand wedge out. The green is 36 yards deep, got a nice little sort of hump and hollow roll to it. Mini roller coaster.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
This is a 13-footer. That was just a lousy putt right there. No other way to say it. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Drops it, and he's at even par.
Second shot.
Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and yeah, good thing too. He's actually putting well. Oh, I liked that.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark. That's fine.
So, Frank, we know that the players petitioned back in the 80s to move the PGA Tour event away from PGA West. It's coming back in 2016. But what did Pete Dye say about golf courses being fair or unfair?
Well, he said it actually, he tried to say it with a chuckle, but he always said that golf's not a fair game, so why build a golf course that's fair?
Do you agree with that?
I do now. I think everything has to align itself together. When you looked at the equipment that the players were using, wooden drivers and balls that spun around, they had trouble on windy days, and these golf courses, they really were brutal. But I think now that the ball goes further, the introduction of the metal-headed driver, the utility clubs, all of those things have made these golf courses really come back into favor again. Look at what Jason Day did in 2015 at the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits on a Pete Dye golf course. That's how you have to play the game now. We have to embrace change.
How difficult is this golf course at PGA West? Well, it was ranked 8th on this year's Golf Digest, America's 20 toughest golf courses. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Nice par to remain 3 under. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
Yeah, it's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Good-looking shot right here.
Well, that's the best that was going to be on the fringe.
Not too bad. Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge, and that's it. Hybrid, putt, you name it, whatever works.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to putt beautifully. And that's in for a par. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, what's this second shot look like here at the 7th?
A good distance in here, and you can just simply look at the flag. This is a hole that should be taken advantage of.
A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And now he has this for the birdie. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. So just a formality here. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Well, Frank, here at the par 5-8, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
Well on the green, but far from the hole.
A little bit of a head scratcher. A lot of work coming up here.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Frank, this is a cross-country putt. He'll have a go at it, though, for birdie. We'll see.
There's no backing down here. This is going to go up and down and all over the place. But a chance to go in. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Could use this one. This is for par. In for par, and will sit tight at 4 under. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 ninth, 452 yards, I hear players like you often say, I'm going to take it on. What do you mean by that, and how does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, you have options, obviously. One is to hit it down that right side, which is your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it out down the left side, but then you're almost giving into the hole, like you're accepting you're going to make bogey if you're lucky. So in the end, you're forced to go back to option A, which is actually to challenge the best shot you have, which is down the right side. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, just seemed to baby it. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. And the lie pretty much dictated the result. Thick rough. Tough to get that all the way to the green.
Trying to muscle it out of there, but you had to be Schwarzenegger to get that one done. Oh, what an incredible shot. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. No problem at all. Good putt, and stays at 4 under par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Frank, is this a definite green light, the approach at the par 4 10th?
Well, there's enough opportunities at PGA West for the long hitters. This is an opportunity for the really good iron players. This is where they have a chance to shine, because a good iron player will give himself a birdie putt here. A poor iron player here, all of a sudden they'll find trouble.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Takes care of business, 5 under par. Boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West, 617 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right. And at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Just 5 feet left. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron? Are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Club has been pulled, ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12th. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. So yet another short iron shot into a par 4 here at the 12th. Getting set now over the putt. Moves to -8. Shouldn't be a problem here. We'll go ahead and do that for birdie. Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you'll just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of the screen, just taking a 3.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Nine under for the round. This for par. Has it. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter play, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Now the approach shot here at 14. Just a beautiful approach shot. From 90 out. Frank, this has really been impressive in these strong winds, putting together a great round of golf.
Well, the wind really is showcasing how good this player really is and separating him from the field.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed a bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. This is a 9-footer. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Now the approach here at 15. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
11 under on the day. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 5 16. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you've mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Now the second shot to the par 5. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
These putts keep the round together. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a couple of feet. Has his par. Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow. A lot can happen here. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
In the water. Too bad. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That was well done, and now a very short putt to get out of here with a bogey.
Well, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure. 5 minutes ago.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Ten under par on the day. Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cup.
That is an unusual golf swing, but those have worked throughout time. Lee Trevino, Ray Floyd, Jim Furyk. They've done all right, haven't they? Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag manually 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
And here it is, the final approach shot of the day. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. What a thrilling day of golf. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner. So long for now from the Career Builder Challenge at PGA West.